I think that's good. That's fine. We're making it work. We're making it work. All right. More Bloodborne for everyone involved. Isn't that exciting? Isn't that exciting? Let me get my stream editor to the right place so that I can see the chat. I want to be able to see the chat because I love being able to see the chat. It makes life easier if I can actually see what you guys are saying, believe it or not, and then I can respond to you and act like a proper streamer where I talk to people. All right, so we're gonna be playing a little bit more Bloodborne, obviously, with our beautiful, beautiful Bonita Franklin. Our beautiful, beautiful Bonita Franklin, who's been here for only a couple of hours. Only a couple hours. Hi, Zarif. How are you? It's been a little bit. How are the audio? How are the visuals? You're the first viewer to pop into the stream, so I want to make sure that everything is working fine. You weren't here for the birth and inception of Bonita Franklin, but this is our character, Miss Bonita Franklin. She's going to be taking us through an adventure through Yarnum. Very exciting. Looks and sounds great. Thank you. Just dropping my tribute and dipping. Got stuff. Have fun with Miss Franklin. Thank you, Cobalt. It was lovely to see you. It was lovely to see you. I will be here tomorrow night. So, but I hope you have fun stuff to do. 5 months. Thank you, Zara. Thank you for the 5-month resub. Look at you. Almost half a year. Ugh. Don't remind me of the passage of time. You have ads. Uh-oh. Guys. we have a nuns. Oh no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. We have ads. Uh-oh. Hopefully they're good ads. Oh, and this is a neat thing too. You gotta go. Cobalt is on a 30 stream streak. 30 stream streak. That's almost a full 31-day month. Everybody be proud of Cobalt. Give them a pat on the back and send them off into the night. I hope you have fun doing the things that you were doing tomorrow and that it's not scary and awful. Alright. Bye-bye. Thank you for coming in. Alright. What have we done? What have we done? Yay! Good job, Cobalt! Hi, Baritone. I saw you sneak in there. Alright, so... Well, we got quite a few viewers. We got quite a few people. The reason why I did not stream last night. I wanna this is kind of a big life update. I wanted to share with you guys that it might be changing some stuff involving the schedule of what we're doing here. You're here for the earth-shattering news. Yeah, see, this is the thing, is that we're so as of yesterday, I am no longer employed. Wah, 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 wah. Uh-oh, that sucks. That sucks. Elephant? Is that the elephant in the is that the elephant in the room? Well, the elephant has been addressed. I have been let go. So, that does mean that I don't have the schedule that I had. We're just running in circles while I really use the game as a pacing. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, we got some mixed reactions in chat. Woo! I had a feeling. Yes, no, so it will be interesting. It will be interesting while I try to find something that can shore up that gap. But as for right now, what that means for the stream right now is that it means that I might seriously consider moving some stuff around with the schedule with how we do this, but I haven't decided anything concrete. I don't know if I'll start streaming earlier. I don't know if I'll change the days that I do stream, because my stream days were kind of really centered around my work weekend. What do you think, Bonita Franklin? Can we use your big enlightenment brain to guide us on this path? Fascinating. No, so that's the news. That's why I didn't stream last night. But right now, I'm gonna be focusing on the show that I was cast in, because I have like a novel of lines to memorize. So that's what we're gonna be doing. More time to party. I don't know about that. I'm not much of a partier, and I feel like shots would be financially irresponsible. But let's enjoy some Bloodborne. Let's play some Bloodborne. Let's have a good time playing Blood of the Born. I don't know. So we've got all the Yosefka dialogue. We have a Yosefka blood vial. Did we talk to the little girl? Yeah, wonder while I did. Yeah, you know, I actually read something. I don't know how true this is. I don't know how true this is, but I remember reading that the reason why people pace while on the phone is that your brain is subconsciously looking for the source of the voice. They can't see who is talking, but they recognize that someone is talking to them, so they walk around looking for where that voice is coming from. I don't know how true that is, but if true, that is really cool. That's pretty neat. I'm just checking something real quick. Just checking something real quick. Yep. Oh, just as I thought. Oh, really unfortunate. Yeah, that was... Yep, really unfortunate. Yeah. I pace a lot when I FaceTime my family and they don't really understand why. So that might be why. Yeah, you're trying to find them. You're trying to find where they are at. Even if you're FaceTiming them, you're talking to them, but you want to be in the same space as them. So we got the red messenger ribbon. Red ribbon the messengers are oddly fond of. A thick, pungent red was drawn from the organs of some unfortunate victim. A strange choice indeed, but perhaps the messengers wear this accessory constitutes a form of mourning. So we got a ribbon covered in the organs of someone who was the unfortunate victim of a giant pig, which we helped the pig because it was suffering some unfortunate indigestion from its latest meal, which we have now determined was the ribbon caught within its digestive tract. What a lovely game this one is. What a lovely game this one is. Did you appreciate the Gascoigne song? Did you put it somewhere? Did you put the Gascoigne song somewhere? I don't know if I saw it. Did I miss it? Did you put it in the Discord, Baritone? I always appreciate Gascoigne. And any songs relating to Angry Birds. Art channel! You put it in the art channel! I gotta see that later. I did not see that. I'll check it out after the stream. I adore that you put it in the art channel, but that's exactly where it should go, right? That's exactly where it should go. That makes sense. It's art. And we see that the window is dark. You made art for me. So the window is dark, and we get a red messenger ribbon. The little girl was ated by a pig. Because we told her where her dead parents were. And she, I believe the motivation is that she had to go check for herself. At least that is a motivation that I could I can't draw, so this is all I got. Well, it's still art. Lyricism is art. You know, that's true. When you look at the art channel, most people will default to like drawings or something like that, but there are many different ways to make art. Art exists in many different creative pursuits. Actually, something that was really interesting is I remember in one of my classes in college, we had to argue over what counts as art. What is considered art. And one of the professors was talking about a German Lutheran philosopher and theologian who stated that art is anything that opens a level of reality within yourself. And this is something that I think about a lot. It's like one of those, you ever hear something, You ever hear like a phrase or a word or like something from a film or a movie that you go, I'm gonna remember that until I die? It's kind of like an activation phrase. I guess it's exactly what Paul Tillich was talking about, right? Because that's the philosopher Paul Tillich. And that's exactly what Paul Tillich was talking about, where you hear something or see something that just like flips a switch, and now that part of yourself can't be turned off. And that was that phrase for me, actually. Art is anything that opens up a level of reality within yourself. Which is really funny, because in that same paper where he argues about art, he then goes on to argue about how math cannot be art. That math is, like, empirically not art. I thought it was just really funny, because there's definitely people who had a level of reality open to them through mathematical equations, right? Through the practice and enjoyment of art. Do you think that Pythagoras was doing art? Do you think Einstein was doing art? Is E equals MC squared a masterpiece in the way that the Mona Lisa is? I don't know. I don't know. I think that if you speak to you on an emotional level, you can call it art. Art, by its very nature, is subjective, so different things are art to different people. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, well, he also thought it was religious. I don't know if he thought it was art. I think he thought it was divine. And that's the thing, is that when you say it resonates with you on an emotional level, for a lot of people, that's like religion. Right? Something that equates to them on an emotional...
Oh, you must be a hunter.
Art and religion are often intertwined. It's because religion's where the money's at.
Your scent. Good, good. I've been waiting for one of your ilk. These hunts have everyone all locked up inside, waiting for it to end. It always does, always has, you know, since forever.
This is our lovely... Is art the finished product or the act of creating?
Even some
Yes.
hiding inside are going bad.
I think.
Screams of women folk, the stench of blood, the snarls of beasts. None of them's too uncommon now. Yarnum's done for, tell ya. But if you spot anyone with their wits about them, tell them about this here Erdon Chapel. They'll be safe here. The incense wards off the beasts. Spread the word. Tell them to come on over. If you wouldn't mind.
What do we think of this lovely little freak? Our lovely little individual. That's kind of like a diplomatic answer, and I do want to sit on it a little bit more, where I just said yes. Yeah, I think it is both. For the artist, the act of creation, I think, is more the art that they get out of it, right? Because from artists that I've talked to, from things that I've created myself, the finished product is almost never as, like, moving or life-changing as the actual act of creating the product. You know what I mean? But for people who consume said product, this is very, like, business speak about art. But for people who, like, enjoy, I guess, maybe I should say that, enjoy the finished product, it is definitely more about the actual thing they're looking at than the time it took to make it. You know what I mean?
Oh, hello. Splendid. Let me ask you a small kindness. You're soon off to hunt, I presume? Then, if you find any survivors, tell them to seek Yusefka's clinic. Upon my Hippocratic oath, if they are yet human, I will look after them. Perhaps even cure them. This sickness, these beasts, they are not to be feared. This time the night is long. I may be trapped here, but I should do something to help. I'll even offer a reward for your cooperation. Tempted?
So,
well, off you go then.
couple things about that statement. First of all, notice that she talks to us like she's never met us before. Yosefka, our darling Yosefka, who was sitting behind her door, dreaming of the moment that morning would come and she could see our face, is now acting like she doesn't know who we are. Second, she states that she cannot open the door, because if she opens the door, then the Beast Scourge could get in and infect her patients, which is something she cannot have happen. And now she's saying the Beast Scourge is nothing to be feared, and the door will open for those we send to her. How strange. But what I really wanted to sit on, actually, was that she said Hippocratic Oath. Hippocratic Oath. Now, they also mention a Bordeaux dress. We saw the dress in a loading screen. That implies the existence of France. But Hippocratic Oath, what was the guy's name? Was it the Greek guy? Hippocrates or something like that? Hippocrates? Hippocrates? I don't know how to say it in the original Greek, but it implies that he very much existed. He was very real. Greece is real. France is real. Yharnam is on this planet, the Earth. It's just because she took so much of her blood, she's just really woozy right now. Yeah, she's so woozy, she might as well be a different person. So, that's a really, where do you guys think is? Oh, my frames! Oh, my frames! Oh, my frames! Where do you guys think Yharnam is? The game doesn't like this place. There's too many actors. Because I know the obvious answer. Ooh, I see Jersey in Austria. Is Jersey as in New Jersey or British Jersey? I do like Austria. It's a one-to-one replica of London. I knew there was going to be a London joke. That's why I didn't make it. Because I knew it was going to be there. I think I make a London joke in the description of my first YouTube video, on my first YouTube VOD of this. I don't know. There's a lot I want to talk about with this game, but I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't seen it. New Jersey for sure, Yharnam, sure. Does this place... Oh, well, I think it... I don't know. I don't know if it has an ocean front. I know the DLC takes you to, DLC takes you out to the ocean, but I don't know where the fishing hamlet is. To me, I don't know. I've never seen a British fishing hamlet. But the fishing hamlet feels more upper, like, New England, Massachusetts, because it's based off of Call of Cthulhu. So... Rom makes up enough of an ocean front, you think? You think Rom makes up? Rom makes up for it. Rom makes up for a lot of stuff. I love Rom. I'm excited for Rom. I think her animations are some of my favorite in, like, any Souls game. I love Rom a lot. Oh, the dog is still alive. I like how dogs are, like, a terrifying enemy in any Souls game. They're, like, the tippity-toppity of the scariest enemy in a Souls game. But in this one, they're just kind of mildly... Rom the stupid! Hunter's Nightmare is definitely New Jersey. I'm thinking it's Massachusetts, baby.
Are much better ways to pass the time. Unless you found me a nice, safe place.
It's actually in Boston. It's wicked dark and scary out there, bro. I feel like I turned Australian. What? What? We're gonna tell them of Odin Chapel instead of Yosefka's clinic. The Commonwealth? Yeah, the Commonwealth. Far Cry 5. Fallout 4. Isn't it actually named the Commonwealth of Massachusetts? Is that its full name? I do love being told to trot along. I wish I was told to trot along more often. You are alive? I have a watch that's beeping somewhere. I hope you guys can't hear that. That's annoying. I forgot about that watch. Yes, lol. 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 Okay. This might look like busy work. And trust me, it is. But it's important busy work. I want you guys to see every aspect and facet of this game. I think it's gorgeous and beautiful, and I like a lot of the storytelling. If anyone is confused, ask questions. I will explain at length. We hear the beep, but we like it. Aw, everybody heard the beep. That's so embarrassing. I have a watch somewhere around here. It's really... Okay.
You needn't concern yourself with me. I'm afraid I'm of little help now. But before I did this,
He gave us the flame sprayer.
I made no use of it, but perhaps you. What afflicted me was incurable, but this town gave me hope. Their strange blood bought me time. I was most fortunate, unharmed by the plague of beasts. I can even die human.
Are you implying, in Thafin, that Yarnum is like an occult Australia? Are you implying that Yarnum is like an occult Australia? Britain colonized dystopia just like... Yeah, that read as normal to me. I didn't even notice that it was like auto-corrected or wrong in the sentence. It was like, yeah, no, that tracks. You shouldn't sell your cold blood dew because they don't buy cold blood dew for good amounts. They're sucky about it. All right. So, now we attack the Cathedral Ward, I think. Yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else. Let's go exploring. A small, very ordinary hair ornament. Although it has been lost for quite some time, one can still see signs of care on which this tasteful ornament was kept. A heavy, syrupy liquid medicine. Alright. So now we're at church. And let's see if we can get up to where we need to go to see if we can find our pale blood. Oh! That was very rude of him. There was no... That was very... He just came out swinging. How rude. Thank you for the blood vials. Who has a vague understanding of the video game? I'm interested. Like, how many of y'all have a vague understanding of what Bloodborne is? See, like, that guy, like, you know. He at least made a weird sound and tried to... Okay, I'm trying to... These guys don't have a lot of health. I do! Yeah, I expected as such from you, my dear friend. But look! There's a gate. We cannot go. It's closed by a device. Whatever shall we do? You think so? Alright, I'm pretty sure most people do. I'm just wondering, like, how much I can talk about it without spoiling it. But we did help the old woman! I believe I have a solid eye on the first half of the game, and then after that, just general vibes. One could make the argument that the game takes place in Massachusetts. That's where Innsmouth and I think most Lovecraft stories take place. He wrote about what he knew. And what he thought he knew. She's xenophobic. which is very Lovecraft. You may pass out soon, head sleepy. Yeah, well, I don't want you, if you have, like, work tomorrow, I don't want you to ruin your sleep schedule for this. Yeah, go to bed if you're tired. Don't force yourself to stay up. Yeah, well, no, I think a lot of people watch streamers to get the story of a game. Maybe they don't have an option to play it themselves, or they just like... I mean, like, horror games? I can't play horror games by myself. But I am deeply, deeply interested in horror, right? I love horror games. But I cannot play them by myself. So I watch streamers play them. Because I want to know what's going on, and I want to know what they look like when they play. This is the new fit. Oh, yeah. Ben Franklin would have tore it up in a top hat. Because we know because Bonita Franklin tears it up in a top hat. If I sleep too early, I won't sleep well. Oh, man. Do you got, like, not to ask questions you're not comfortable answering, but is it like an insomnia thing? Because I have a lot of the same problems, where I usually wake up, like, every 2-ish hours, unless I go to bed at, like, where I'm so tired I can't move. And that's usually, unfortunately, like 8 in the morning. So, I understand that struggle. Maybe not to the same effect, but... But it isn't the most unhealthy sleep schedule you've ever heard a VTuber have. For sure. There are others who have unhealthier sleep schedules. And it is a competition. It is a competition. And as long as I'm not losing, we're in a good place. That was a church giant. Everybody knows, everybody remembers going to church early in the morning. You had to get up, put on your best clothes, put on your best shoes, and then you had to go past the church giant, and he had his big axe, and you had to be nice to the church giant, because that's what Jesus wanted. Everybody remembers the church giant. I don't know, it's a weird side effect of surgery. Oh, okay. So it's like a medically... It's not a natural insomnia. Ah! Who knew that the brick trolls would hit like trucks? In the lore we have created, Bonita Franklin, this could be France. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking. Legendary lover Bonita Franklin was enjoying a business trip in France and is now trapped in Yarnum. But she's gonna solve their problems the way an American knows how. With guns and saw blades. This is American hero Bonita Franklin. Guys, I freaking adore Bonita Franklin. This is good freaking character. Oh, man. Okay. Bloodstone shards. Those are important. We do like to upgrade our weapons. This is the other church giant. He's like the last church giant, but he's a different one. That's how you can tell. Oops, I missed. This one has a big ball and chain, like in Twilight Princess. Which is also... Ooh, big spinny. I didn't see that coming. You know, if this was Elden Ring, that attack would have hit behind him, too. It would have created a shockwave that hits behind him. Because these guys are basically like the trolls. Let's get a little bit of health back. Not a ton, though, because we had to wait for his attack to come. Very good. Very good. Easy video game. Easiest way. Oh, actually, because I've been putting Bloodborne content on my YouTube. I saw a short That was a very roundabout way to get to that. But I saw a short, and it was another streamer who was talking about Bloodborne. I think it was one of their first playthroughs to it. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. But they were talking about Ludwig the Accursed and just boss fights in general. And she said that she doesn't think that Bloodborne ranks among the top anymore. At least not for her. And probably just, like... I don't know. I don't have the context for the full statement. But she's like, Bloodborne doesn't rank amongst the top anymore. That the bosses of Dark Souls 3 and the bosses of Elden Ring especially are better than the bosses of Bloodborne. And I was thinking about that statement because only a special emblem opens the main gate. You're gonna guess bunny girl? I don't know. It wasn't actually a VTuber, but are you specifically talking about a VTuber model, or is that her actual name and handle? I didn't see what the name of the short was. Or the person who posted the short. I was just thinking about the content of the short. But it was interesting because I think about that in context of the Souls games a lot. Because it's not... Your model is very in the middle. I'm in the middle of the screen right now. Like, are you watching on mobile or are you watching on computer? I'm in the middle of the screen right now. Are you sure? Well, obviously you're seeing it. I hope I'm not taking up the middle of the screen. You're on the side like normal for me. What do you mean? I don't want to take up the middle of the screen so you can't see the video game. Me too, side. What are you guys watching on? What are you guys watching on? Who's watching on mobile? Who's watching on PC? you've made me nervous, Mystic. Mystic Baku. Mobile? Okay. You've made me nervous, Mystic Baku. You look fine to me. PC. Your gaslighting is top notch. No, your gaslighting is top notch. No, okay. You made me nervous. No, so, like, I was thinking about that. I was like, you're distracting me. You're distracting me. I want to talk about the short that I saw that was random on the internet, but it brings up a really good point that I think about the FromSoft games. Is that, hot take, the only 3 good bosses are Congregation, Abyss Watchers, and Crystal Sage. That is certainly a hot take. That is certainly a hot take to say that Deacons of the Deep is one of the only good bosses in Dark Souls 3. Yeah, Deacons is actually one of my favorite bosses in Dark Souls 3. I unironically really like Deacons. But she was saying that, you know, Bloodborne doesn't have as good bosses as later games and therefore doesn't rank up to the top of later installments in the series. And I just don't agree with that mindset about the Souls games. I know a lot of people view Souls games as a boss rush, practically. They remember the game for the bosses because the bosses are the emotional climax of an area. Especially in later games, the bosses become a capstone. Essentially, the area is for the boss. And in earlier games, this was not so. Especially, like, Demon Souls, I guess you could argue that the area is for the boss. But the boss was usually like, ooh, there was a vertices glitch. The boss was usually like a little weirdo. Or a gimmick boss or a puzzle boss. One of my biggest sadnesses in Elden Ring, there isn't any true million guys boss. Yeah. And when they are mook bosses, they're really annoying. It's like a bunch of imps or a bunch of skeletons with a big boss. And it's just not... It's just not as fun as smacking around a bunch of weak little dudes. You know what I mean? Let's talk to Albert.
You're a beast hunter, aren't you?
This is the same voice actor as Solaire.
How I started out. Oh, beg pardon. You make
Or Alfred. My bad. I called him Albert.
Master Ligarius, hunter of vile bloods.
I mistook your name.
What say you? Our prey might differ, but we are hunters, the both of us. Why not cooperate and discuss the things we've learned?
Yeah, I can see that, Mystic. I know a lot of people don't like the kind of patched together story that FromSoft games have. Alfbrit, if you will. I won't, thank you. But I kind of really enjoy Bloodborne's story being patchwork, hard to parse, difficult to find unless you're looking for it, because it literally mirrors the insight function. The eyes on the inside, as you will. You have to look for the knowledge, and the knowledge is crazy and horrible and but it makes sense in the context of the Lovecraftian world they're building. You know what I mean? People aren't just going to tell you about the world-ending monsters that exist because nobody really knows that they're even there. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of weird to have like an action horror game act like it's a detective RPG, but I like that. That's weird. That's funky. It's fun, I guess, for me. But I can totally see people who are like, okay, I just want to know what's going on, man. That's totally fair, too.
Very good indeed. Take this to celebrate our acquaintance.
Have you heard?
Beast hunting is a sacred practice. May the good blood guide your way.
Gladly. Gladly, my friend.
There must be oodles for us to share. Go on. Just tell me what piques your interest.
Oodles. Oodles upon oodles.
Byrgenwerth is an old place of learning, and the Tomb of the Gods, carved out below Yharnam, should be familiar to every hunter. Well, once a group of young Byrgenwerth scholars discovered a holy medium deep within the tomb. This led to the founding of the Healing Church and the establishment of blood healing. In this sense, everything sacred in Yharnam can be traced back to Byrgenwerth. But today, the college lies deep within a tangled wood, abandoned and decrepit. And furthermore, the Healing Church has declared Byrgenwerth forbidden ground. It's unclear how many of its scholars remain alive, but only they know the password that allows passage through the gate.
Well, there's lore.
Farewell. It has been a pleasure.
Action horror detective to describe all the Call of the... see, I've never played Call of Cthulhu. But it aren't the... I know... I played the recent one that you got with Games with Gold. And I'm pretty sure in that one, you do not want to engage in combat for the most part. Until you get to the very end, where it becomes like a first-person shooter, briefly for a very weird moment. Are the previous games, like the ones that were on the original Xbox, do you spend a lot of time fighting in those? Is it about combat in those earlier ones? If the horrors are beyond my comprehension, can I really be blamed for just making stuff up? I don't get it. Might as well just throw something at the wall. Yeah, exactly, right? Well, and so, like, humans are really bad at allowing something to be, like, truly random and without cause. You know what I mean? Which Cosmic Horror spends a lot of time enjoying the idea. You can fight, yes, but horror game. Is it... It's not like Outlast, right? Where you're completely helpless. More like Silent Hill, maybe, where you can kill the monsters, but it's not easy and resources are scarce. I don't know. Cosmic Horror really kind of plays with that idea because we like to think that we're special. We like to think that there's a reason for all of us existing, that there's a meaning to life. And Cosmic Horror pokes at that idea and goes, nah. You're random, we're all random, and there are beings that could squash you like an ant. I don't know. I just think Bloodborne does a really good job of capturing that feeling of things being difficult to parse. Not because it's obtuse, but because it's incredibly hard to understand. This town is long abandoned. Hunters not wanted here. Somewhere in between. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Those might be a good game to play on stream. Oh, was that an alert? Oh, thank you for the follow, Mystic. But yeah, I couldn't play Outlast. I couldn't get through it. It scared me too bad.
Turn back at once. Old
Huh.
Yarnum, burned and abandoned by men, is now home only to beasts.
That's not right.
They are of no harm to those alone. Turn back, or the
Interesting.
hunter will face the hunt.
Are you loving the ideological rants? I do that a lot, if that's what you're referring to. Alright, so... obviously this guy doesn't want us to be here. So, but, like, what's he gonna do about it? There's beasts to hunt. And the night is long. Ow! I think about, like... what is your model? Oh, I am, it's a Velociraptor. Is the artist in chat? Is By the Rook still in chat? Artist in chat, check. It's a Velociraptor girl. I would show you more of it, but I'm currently doing, this game is really hard to capture, and I'm currently doing screen capture, and I would rather avoid just showing my entire desktop. You are, but you have to go to bed soon. How would you, in your own artistic vision, describe Beatrice? If you would, for the lovely members of chat. Oops, I skipped his dialogue. I didn't mean to do that, my bad. Oh, what is that up there?
Which is why I must stop you.
Yeah, there we go. What an awesome... And this is going to chase us for the rest of the area. He's just going to shoot at us with a Gatling gun. How wonderful is that? But yeah, so Beatrice is it's a Velociraptor girl, dressed specifically in late Edwardian style clothing. So think 1912-ish. Anthro-anime Edwardian Velociraptor. Yeah, there we go. That's perfect. Hopefully that clears some stuff up. I don't know if it does. Oh boy. No, 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 let's go in here. Nervous. Okay. To the tune of... does it fit? To the tune of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? It doesn't! It would have to be Raptor, right? Because turtles. Anthro, anime... no, it doesn't fit. Because Teenage Needle Teetles... Mutant Teenage Ninja Turtles is 2, 2, 2, 2. Anime is 3. Yeah, if you jam as much syllables before the break. We're just gonna make it fit the meter. We're just gonna make it fit the meter. I don't want to make it fit the meter. I feel like we're breaking something if we make it fit the meter. Oh. These are lovely individuals. Lovely individuals. But they are currently in my way. I wanna circle back because I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to circle back. How many people in chat enjoy a good Souls game? I watched a video today about how Elden Ring, in the year of its release, was the second highest purchased game of the year, which is surprising for a FromSoft game. Like, FromSoft games are ubiquitous at this point. Everybody knows of them. FromSoft is a household name amongst gamers. Everybody knows Dark Souls. The cultural impact is great. But the games aren't actually, like, Edwardian is really the main word stopping it from working. Yeah. It needs to be shortened. Edward. Because it's 4 syllables in of itself. It's just too many. You're currently playing Elden Ring? Yeah, huge fan. For people who play Souls games, who play them religiously, I've been playing them for years and 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 years at this point. You kind of forget that actually most people don't play them. And especially not like offshoots and stuff like that. I know Liza P got pretty big. People liked Liza P. I didn't really care for Liza P, but Liza P was one of the Souls likes that got big. I like Souls games. Dark Souls 1 was a nice, easy playthrough. I like being able to set my own pace. And that's one of the beautiful things about the first game, I think. Ooh, stop shooting me with a gun. The first game is actually probably my favorite overall in the series. And that might just be nostalgia, because it's my first of the series. I've been playing it for over a decade. But it is my favorite in the series. Don't shoot me, brother.
Brother! Don't shoot me! Do not put that bullet between my eyes.
Shooting is bad, okay. No, whoa, dude, you are so aggressive. Go away. I've never seen him follow this far. Wow, okay. He scared the bejesus out of me. But the video was making a point that though the Souls games are ones that people remember often fondly, they aren't. You've played, but you've beaten Dark Souls 2, and that's the only one you beat? My bad, I'll back off now. Yeah, good night. Good night. Thank you for popping in. I always love it when you do. No, it is really interesting. I'm sad that you're going to bed right before, though, that I was going to ask you about how 2 is the only one you've ever beaten. No offense to Dark Souls 2, but a little bit of offense to Dark Souls 2, that's the only one you've beaten. That's really funny to me. No, okay, so, like, yeah, FromSoft is a household name, a lot of people know it. Dark Souls has had, like, considerable cultural impact. But, like, Souls games and Souls-likes don't actually... They're not, like, ubiquitous. Not everyone plays them. You know what I mean? It's not NBA 2K. It's not Call of Duty. So the fact that Elden Ring sold as many copies as it did is truly a triumph. And basically what the video was arguing is that there are 2 major types of, like, media entertainment. Systems 1 type entertainment and Systems 2 type media entertainment, with the Souls games largely... Ooh, I'm getting pisoned. Don't pizen me! Okay. There's a lot of bad boys in here. No, I have beaten... Oh! Intentionally not Dark Souls 2. Okay, okay. I thought you were saying... My bad. My bad. My bad. I misinterpreted. I have slandered your name, and you may flagellate me as you so choose. Holy bejesus, these guys are noisy. I'm trying to talk here. I am holding a conversation. Can you guys wait your turn? Thank you. Thank you. God bless. You may be beast, but that doesn't mean you don't have... You can have manners. Just shoot him in the face. The best Souls game is 100% Another Crab's Treasure. I've never played it. And I'm going to say something, I don't know. It just didn't capture my sensibilities, I guess. I don't know. Like, I think it's well made. From what I've heard, like, it's a well-made game. Perhaps one of the best made games of a Souls variety. But it just doesn't capture my interest. I love Dark Souls 2. It has just a bunch of guys in a room bosses. It also has a bunch of bosses that are guy in armor, which I like, actually. I know that's a very common criticism of Dark Souls 2, but Dark Souls 3 is just as guilty of it. And most of the enemies in Dark Souls 1 are guy in armor. Silver Knights, Black Knights, Hollows, Baldur Knights, Baraniki Knights. There you go. That's the entire cast. Sure, some of the bosses tend to be like monsters, but I think one of my favorite things about Dark Souls 1, and this ties into another Crab's Treasure, is the aesthetic of it, where it's that kind of decaying early 90s fantasy, late 80s, early 90s, labyrinth style stuff, never-ending story kind of aesthetic. Everything is so liminal. I feel like Dark Souls would be the perfect IP to get Jim Henson Company to make puppets for. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm looking for in my Souls game. I want to feel like if this was going to be adapted to film, Jim Henson should make puppets for it. And another Crab's Treasure has a very cutesy art style. Which is, I think, some of the intention, that the main character is cutesy, but the rest of the monsters are quite, like, they're realistic animals and stuff. I really enjoyed Crab Souls. I haven't played it since before they added New Game Plus. Maybe I should play it again. Yeah. Yeah, I've been recommended, or I have had people ask that I play it on here before. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I want to play a Notria. That's the Souls game I want to play. I want to play a Notria on here. Okay, let's see if we can get him to do the stupid. What did you like about Crab's Treasure, Mystic? Like, what tickled your fancy about Crab's Treasure, Mystic? Oh! Oh! Oh, he made me jump! He literally gave me a jump scare. He, like, jumped. That scared me so bad. Oh, man. Okay. Rip. We lost a real one that day. Thank you for the bone marrow, Ash. Fighting hunters, like enemy hunters in this game, is almost never worth it. FYI. It is almost never worth fighting another human being in this game. You should only kill beasts. You are a hunter of beasts, not of men. And they make that quite clear. I also kind of want to do Lords of the Fallen. I feel like I'm one of 3 people on the planet who really liked Lords of the Fallen. Ow. Oh, God. Stop it. Stop pushing me around. Hey. Fire. You hate fire, right? Scary. Scary. Burn. Burn. Well, we almost got stun locked there. God bless. God please. Okay. Scary sound. Calming music. Come on. Yes! I'll take a half parry any day. I love half parries. This place is really good for blood echoes. Like, you can get a lot of blood echoes. Just off of these dogs. Sometimes I wonder if leveling up the gun is of any use. Oh, hello, bud. Hey, man. Hi. How are you? Golly ball. Oh. Good golly, Miss Molly. Ooh, you're fast. Stop it. These wolves. These wolves. You also get a lot of bloodstone shards, which is, you know, it's kind of like the hey, you should upgrade your weapon. Like in Dark Souls 3, when you get into Farron Keep and all the enemies drop Titanite shards. They're like, hey, is your weapon upgraded yet? If not, it really should be. You know? I think that's really funny. Oh, I can't shoot it up like that. Okay. What? Or is it just the where I am? What are you doing? What type of throw is that? Hello? Not going to the NBA anytime soon. World's worst pitcher. you doing, ma'am? What are you doing, ma'am? Let me see. Let me see. Why are you throwing it on the ground?
Why are you throwing it on the ground?
Pebble is bad. Pebble is horrible right now. Okay. I'm confused and a little bit upset. But we got it to work in the end. Pebble is usually quite helpful there. Pebble was not helpful that time. I think it's funny that the throwing knife is the really slow animation. I really like the throwing knife animation in Dark Souls 3. Really good throwing animation for Dark Souls 3. Yes. Pebble never fails. Pebble always helpful. Then why was Pebble getting tossed into the dirt? What was Pebble doing there? Oh, hey, bud. The reason why I asked everyone what their favorite Souls game was like 10-ish minutes ago was because I wanted to know what you guys look for in a Souls game. What about it makes you go, I want to play and enjoy this Souls game? I want to, like, this is what I remember from it. This is what I think about later on. And that's what the guy was talking about with, like, Systems 1 versus Systems 2. Entertainment is that Systems 1 entertainment is like intentionally shallow. It is meant to be enjoyed quickly and easily without much thought behind the action, and that doesn't make it worse, right? Like when I say that, like shallow is usually used as especially in regards to art, is especially used often as a dig, as a this art is shallow, okay? But sometimes that's the intention. To be enjoyed. Enjoyed quickly, enjoyed easily, enjoyed by a large amount of people. Often for sake of profit, but sometimes you just want to make something quick and easy that people can vibe with after a hard day at work or after, you know. Pebble has more insight. Its goals. Well, Pebble might be an eyeball. So it having more insight is not out of the question. Come here. Get crunked. And Souls games are not that. He defines Souls games as Systems 2 type entertainment. Sometimes you need just dance music. Yeah, you don't need it. Yeah, you don't need it. I think I will always remember back something that one of my friends in high school said. She loved to listen to, like, boy bands and pop music and just whatever was on the radio. And I was kind of like a hipster kid. I'm totally smarter than you, blah, 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 blah. So I remember one day I was like, why do you listen to this stuff? There's, like, nothing going on. This is so empty, right? It's so empty and it's so lame. And she just kind of looked like she wasn't hurt. And she wasn't taken aback by the question. She just took it seriously, considered it for a second, and went, it makes me want to dance. And she said it so earnestly that I was caught off guard. I was expecting like a defensive answer, maybe even was looking to start an argument a little bit to portray my superiority. But I was just caught off guard by that actual and genuine earnest answer, and it made me feel like a dick, which good, because I was acting like one, but it was a really good answer, and it completely reframed the way I thought about that music. Like, yeah, sometimes it doesn't do much. Sometimes it's just derivative drivel. But if it makes someone happy, then who am I to go out and call them dumb for liking it, right? I don't know. I think about that a lot. And of course that applies to video games and to TV and to any form of art that you enjoy, right? Just because I don't quote-unquote get it doesn't mean that it's bad. And that's the same on the other end too, where it's like, what is this avant-garde nonsense? There's nothing going on. This doesn't make sense. This is not art. This is crazy. Just because you don't get it doesn't mean it's not good. But that's why he was talking about that. Oh my gosh, I'm doing really bad dodging her. You know what I failed to do in the church? Something that I gotta go back and do. Alright. Come here. Okay. Talking has to slow, fighting Bloodstarved Beast. Yeah, it is Backyard Beach from, Phineas and Ferb. It's the Bloodstarved Beast. Bloodstarved Beast. Everybody run from the Bloodstarved Beast. We lost our fire paper. Keep giving me that backstab, baby. Oh. I goofed it up. She's gonna give us poison when we're standing next to her now. So we're gonna have to be careful about that. Okay. Give me the booty. All right. Unfortunately, that boss is difficult. That is a difficult boss. A lot of people struggle with the Bloodstarved Beast. But if you want to make the Bloodstarved Beast easy, first and foremost, pungent blood cocktails, which we did not use or show. She is drawn to those like crazy. She will forget attacking you. You can use that to heal, buff up, or try to fish for a backstab. She will chase the pungent blood cocktail. Fire paper, of course, she is a beast. She's weak to fire. And the most important trick for fighting the Bloodstarved Beast is to dodge diagonally to your right. Try to end up on her left side. You can dodge every single attack she throws by dodging to your right diagonally and getting behind her. Ow! Hello, sir. I didn't see you! We're gonna die to this guy! Come here. Yeah, is to dodge. That's the advice. No, no. There's a specific way you can do it. Okay. I don't want to die to this guy. It would be really upsetting. I didn't know that he was there. What is he doing there? Come on, I'm fishing. I'm fishing for parries. God, this slow poisoning. Yeah, he's down. He's down. Is to dodge. No, you gotta know where to dodge, because if you dodge backwards or to her, to your left, to her right, you're gonna get hit. You're gonna get hit, and it's gonna freaking hurt. So you gotta dodge to your right. Get on her her left side. She can't do anything. The Bloodstarved Beast. The Bloodstarved Beast. Everybody run from the Bloodstarved Beast. Alright, this is what I wanted to show you guys, because I just walked past it in the church, which is so lame of me. This is a wonderful set piece. A wonderful set piece for those who have not seen it. Let's go enjoy it, shall we? Ah, vertices! Vertices! That was not the set piece I wanted to show! Ah! That was not what I wanted to do. My bad. Okay. Horrifying. Yeah, I don't have enough insight for this, my friends. It really doesn't want you to see what's going on in here. Okay. Let's try a reset. Let's try a reset. There's a couple of glitches, okay? There's a couple of glitches. There's a couple of glitches in the video game. I apologize for that. There's a couple of glitches, okay? That's not good. Is my hat blowing up? Am I blowing up? Get naked. No! I thought getting naked fixed it. Is it the thing itself? It might be the thing I'm trying to show you. Wow. Blinded. Blinded by its majesty. It will not let me show you. I am blinded by its majesty. Okay. I guess you guys don't get to see the cool set piece. I apologize. I apologize profusely, but we don't get to see the cool... We don't get to see the cool set piece, okay? My bad, my bad, my bad. Yeah, unfortunately for Benita Franklin, getting naked, which has helped before, did not seem to help in the face of horror. Oh, man. That was amazing. Of course, it's just my luck that I'm trying to show you something that I legitimately think is really awesome. That I legitimately think is really, really freaking cool. And we experience whatever that was. Oh, man, baby. We have too many souls. What are we going to do with all these souls? That feels like a really stupid way to spend them. Yay!
Farewell, good mate.
Oh, man. That was so good. We're doing good. Blood vials, quicksilver bullets. Do we have anything cool in here? Kirkhammer. Kirkhammer. Need one more dex for the Kirkhammer, but guys, I think we're going to use the Kirkhammer. Need more decks for the Kirkhammer.
Welcome home. What is it? Very well.
I wish to channel my blood echoes. What is your accent? Which vaguely Eastern European country are you from? Okay. Need a little bit more blockos. Need a little bit more bleckos. We're going to be trading out our serrated bonus for our... Yeah, see, this is the emblem that would let us get into the church, but it is 10,000 bleckos, which we will leave for later. We will leave for later. Repeating pistol typically used by healing church hunters. Crafted with mostly metal parts and exhibiting a complex design, the repeating pistol fires 2 shots at once, making it a ravenous consumer of quicksilver bullets. Should be used sparingly compared to its workshop counterpart, as the trump card in one's arsenal. And then the Yarnum garb, which I actually really like. I really like the Yarnum garb. Yay! Inventory management! We love inventory management. And... my friends, my lovelies, my beauties, we got a chalice. We got a chalice. I think we gotta keep the top hat, but we're totally switching to the Yarnum Hunter garb. I mean, look at it. Look at the drip. Look at the drip. This game is so drippy. You can look so gorgeous. And this is our new weapon. We're going to be using the Kirkhammer because we have Strength Arcane. And this weapon matches that build. Very nice. Very nice. Let's get a, is there, oh no, I thought I saw an item, but it was just a fire. Whew. Okay, let's get a couple upgrades into it, shall we? Lame. Lame. Let's get that 1 HP recovery. Isn't that great? We love 1 HP. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done doing this. We need 1,000 blood echoes. Okay, we'll be back. So, we killed the blood-starved beast. And we got the chalice. We didn't do anything with it. So, what do we do now? What do we do now? I will show you what we do now, my friends. Do not worry. Stop worrying your pretty little heads. My lovelies, my lovelies. Stop worrying your pretty little heads. Because I will show you. This door, which was previously closed to us, is now open. How exciting.
Ah, the hunter. Thank you. So that old girl, you told her about this place, right? Well, she don't offer me much in the way of conversation, but still, I'd rather see her alive anyhow.
Amen. So we're gonna help our little chapel dweller build his own collection of strange and wary individuals. I love the way capes respond to elevators in this area. Hey, bud. Yep. I bet that was really fun. That is something that will be useful for us later, but it doesn't do much for us now. Ow! Ow! Bullets! Bullets! At least we got all our stuff back. Too many men! Gotta kill the ranged guys! Oh my gosh! Yeah, okay, I'm focusing right now, so sorry if it's not the most riveting of conversation happening here. Yeah, here he's laughing from joy. I love the guys in the wheelchairs with the random big weapons. They're so good. I love giving Grandpa the blicky so he can join in on the beast hunt. Give Grandpa the blicky so he can shoot a beast in the face. It's really good. Again, all Souls games are actually a comedy. They have always been more of a comedy than anything else. Yep, here he is. I'll mess up your brains. I love their little lines. Honestly, a wheelchair that's not a weapons platform is a wasted opportunity. That's awesome. Every wheelchair a weapons platform. Are you coming in or are you staying out? Are you in or out? Okay, you're in. Very good, very good. Let's go looking around back here. What's back here? Ain't nothing back here. Ain't nothing but... Woo! Bye, wheelchair man. Bye, gun man. Hello, thick cold blood. This is a scary tower full of horrors and torments. A scary, scary tower full of awful, evil torments. What's in here? It's another man! We just get every flavor of man in here. Another man! I love the transformation attack for this thing. Very good. Quicksilver bullets, so many bullets. We're gonna be fine on resources for the most part. Radiant Sword Hunter badge. That's useful for a weapon that people really like. That door is locked. We cannot use it right now. Sorry. Can't use it. It's locked. How sad is that? We're gonna have to come back later, maybe with a key of some sorts that can unlock that door. That would make sense. That would be game design, my friends. That would be video game design by good old Michael Zacke himself, creator of every video game. The sky and the cosmos are one. The choir. I don't know. There's something like dread. There's dread in that statement, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm being dramatic because I know what they're referring to. But to just go, the sky and the cosmos are one, without like any further explanation, I don't know. That's scary. That's a spooky thing to say. That's a spooky thing to say to someone. Yeah, I guess like, yeah, I know that's true. I see it every night. But for the most part, you know, when the sun is out, I don't have to deal with the vastness of the universe or how small I am. So why are you bringing that up now? Why are you acting like I want to know that now? I don't. Thank you. Thank you. Uh-oh. Yes, no! Dang it! Beans! Beans! I thought I got it fast enough. I did not. I was dumb. I was stupid and I didn't get it fast enough. Oh, yeah, space is in the sky, doofus. Like, I know, technically, I know that's true, but you don't think about it, right? I remember, again, same friend, in high school as the one who was, the radio in the car story. But we were in the backyard, and I was laying on the trampoline staring up at the sky, right? And it was a nice, warm summer day. Sun was shining, sky was blue, not a cloud to be seen. And I just kept staring up there, and I was like, do you ever think, like, how there's so much out there, and we're just little people down here? And she looks at me and she goes, no. And I was like, why? Why don't you think about, like, stuff like that? And she just goes, 'cause it's scary. Yeah, I guess, but I don't know. Sometimes that's fun to think about. Think about like how little we are in the grand scheme of things. Where did my Bleckos go? Who has my Bleckos? Did someone get my Bleckos and now they're not sharing? Did someone up there get my Bleckos? I mean, it was only like 2,000 Bleckos, but I still want them. Jerks. Can we even fall down onto that platform? Unideal. Unideal. I think that's not where I wanted to fall at all. That's not where I wanted to fall at all. Yay!
From software?
Okay. Okay. And then we have a beast. A beast. A beast. A beast. A beast. A beast. This poor guy. This is actually a boss in one of the Chalice dungeons, and this is the only time you see him in outside of the Chalice dungeons, and most people don't even know what he is or what he does, because you can just do that to him. Give him an impromptu rectal exam, and there's nothing he can do about it. He seems well adjusted. I keep kicking bottles. Crow.
Ah!
I think the greatest enemy in any FromSoft game is not any of the actual NPCs or anything like that, any of the actual bosses, it's the camera. It's the ding-dang camera. That thing don't work on the best of days. Ah! Oh, there you are. I was like, where's the dog? One of my big problems with the Kirk Hammer is that it's got bad rally potential. It don't rally good. Kind of sucks at rallying. Hi, Bonita. And this is how we open up the gate that we saw from earlier at the beginning of the section. Yay! I don't know how you're supposed to figure that out without, like... I mean, it's a lot of exploring and trial and error and stuff like that. Especially the door that opens up into the lower cathedral ward. I have no clue how you're supposed to find that out. Like, without some... I mean, I bet you could explore, but it would be very confusing and you'd be lost a lot. Sometimes even knowing, I still get lost. Yeah, like, look at his rally potential. It's just not very good. It's just not very good rally. Alright. Who is this individual? Who is this individual? Don't pay attention to me. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. He's kind of doing like a Halo death pose. I wish there was the quick bar, like in Elden Ring. You think it'd be really good at it. Big, heavy hammer, swing slow, hit hard, big returns. Nope! Nope, it's really bad at it. Look at that thing. Oh, boy. Your first real evidence that something is a little bit more amiss with this world than what first appears. Yeah, I mean, yeah, werewolves are running loose in the streets of London, but that is neither beast nor man. God, this game is so cool. Oh, hi, bud! The Bagman cometh. Everybody loves the Bagman. You guys remember the Bagman? Yeah, he'd come down every year, do an assembly. Come on, kids, get in the bag. It's the Bagman. Everybody loves the Bagman. I'm gonna walk past the Bagman. Because there's still things I need to do down here. Yharnam has very strange statues. Like, I don't know what the statues are supposed to be representing and or celebrating. The sword is also not very good at rally. Like, the weapon is just has poor rally potential. Yeah, then the bloopers show up and things get really weird. I'm excited for it. I know that there are people who were disappointed with that. Cool move. I wish he didn't do it. Hey, Bagman. Give me your bits. Yeah. Okay. Are you gonna get mad again? Yeah, they have an angry phase. They have a power-up move. But the power-up move is really good for fishing for backstabs. Power-up move is really good if you're fishing for backstabs, baby. Yeah, that might be the only thing that we can do over here. So let's go up that elevator and open up the Cathedral Ward. How about it? How about it? Technically, if we want to get super technical, that boss, the, Bloodstarved Beast is optional. Bloodstarved Beast is an optional boss if you want to save up the 10,000 souls and open up the gate that way. That is your prerogative. You are allowed to do so. But, I like killing it. Well, this is the first playthrough, too, so getting that chalice is really important. You want to get that chalice. Chalice dungeons are optional content as well, though. Numbing Mist. That is for the next boss. Spoilers. Spoilers. Black Messenger hat. The messenger hats are really funny. I am sad that that system never came back. That you could customize your messages. That's really fun. And online, people would see what messengers, like, what your messengers were wearing. I think Liza P really put into perspective for when people got sad that the Bloodborne goes away from monster to alien in the second half with how puppets stop being the major enemy. Yeah, I feel the exact same way. Because to me, I really like the enemies in the latter half of Bloodborne. I really do. I like the enemies in the latter half of Bloodborne. But I can... when I played Liza P and then it was all... you know, blue goopman, I was like, oh. Alright, what hat should we give our messenger? Should we have them wear the red messenger ribbon or black messenger hat? Everybody, you have 15 seconds to respond. I will take votes. Who wants the black messenger hat and who wants the red messenger ribbon? I'm waiting. I'm doing a poor job of it. Yeah, mourn a child to wear a really cool hat. What do you guys think? Huh? Huh? Ribbon. I got one vote for ribbon. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be the vote we get. So... there they are. In their cute little ribbons. Don't they look lovely? In the little girl's ribbon? Bonita Franklin is moved. So now the messengers that appear in messages and stuff like that will they will wear that. We can wear Gascoigne's set. That might be a good idea. This keeps our insight down, too. And that's important because things get weird when your insight's tall. When you got a lot of insight, things get strange. No, wrong chalice. Wrong chalice. Let's do a chalice dungeon, everybody! We love chalice dungeons. Everybody loves chalice dungeons. They're the favored content in Bloodborne. Everybody loves chalice dungeons. Nobody ever gets upset when you get stuck in a chalice dungeon, because everybody loves a chalice dungeon. Let's get that fortification going. Alright. Weapon durability is lame, and I think Bloodborne is a little bit worse for having it. Sorry, that's my opinion. That's my opinion. I don't think weapon durability had any place in Bloodborne. So, that's a knock against its perfect score. Frickin' everybody thinks this is the best game in the Soul series ever made by Michael Zachy. It has durability. Hello? Have they ever even played it? I like the kind of Mother Mary statues with what it looks like a crown of thorns, but it could also be a stitched head. Is it a crown of thorns? We're just putting a bunch of Jesus image in here. No, it looks... I think it's supposed to be a crown of thorns, but it looks like a stitched head. Interesting and strange. The binoculars were better in Dark Souls 2, and I'm glad that Dark Souls 3 went with the binoculars the way that they work instead of doing what this one does. This is worse than what they did in those other games. IMO. Also just provable. Durability in the Souls games are strange to me. It's such a weird relic from when these games are meant to be more akin to true RPGs. Yeah, and it makes sense that they don't exist anymore, right? Like, Sekiro did away with it for good reason. You only have, like, the swords you have are plot important. And, I don't know, like, in Dark Souls 2, they were way more of a mechanic. An annoying mechanic, to be sure. A disliked mechanic, but a mechanic nonetheless. In Dark Souls 1, they had durability had more of a place in Dark Souls 1 than it does in nice. Durability has more of a place in Dark Souls 1 than it does in Bloodborne. And my reasoning is that there are enemies who actually tie into it. In Demon Souls, it's also almost a non-issue. You never remember durability in Demon Souls. I'm pretty sure there are enemies who can break it. Ooh! Hey, baby! We took a heavy hit! Flying right off that bridge! But in Dark Souls 1, like, I feel like durability has somewhat of a place. Hi, bud. Wow. Oh. Bonita Franklin. Bonita Franklin died. Oh, dear God. Bonita Franklin died. Don't worry. She's immortal. She's like the American spirit. She never stays down for long. No, it's see, look at our messengers. Look at our messengers. It is kind of horrific that they only get the one ribbon and then the rest are just covered in blood and viscera. That is horrible. Thank you. I appreciate it. I want him to fall down again. I liked it when he fell down. Holy bejesus, sir. I don't know about that damage. That damage might have been a little bit much. I'm pretty sure you're supposed to do this after you, Does he have, like, a little step forward when he throws so that we can get him to fall off? Why did he fall down last time? I liked it when he fell down because then I didn't have to, like, get hit by him on the way up. Oh, he fell down. I guess. But now he's down there and I'm up here. Try to get our souls back, maybe? Hey, Bagman. Okay. Let's try to get him in so that we can maybe do, like, a backstab chain. Awesome. Oh, God. Oh, he's already pissed? He has way less health than the Bagman in the overworld. I'm really scared of getting hit. That guy took, like, more than half my health off of his single running attack. I'm scared that their attack... Oh, okay. I forgot about this. This is if you fall down. Bloodstone shard. Bloodstone shard. Rats. we had to give him some warning hits. Are you coming? Are we gonna rat? Yeah, we're gonna rat. They die in 2 hits. That's pretty good. Oh God, here they come. Oh no, they just all noticed me at the same time. 3 blind mice. Hot cross buns. You ever notice how many of your childhood songs all use the same melodies? Let me tell you, it was like magic when I learned that Twinkle Twinkle Little Star and the ABCs have the same tune. I lost my mind when I learned that. Tomb mold is important. Like, you get a lot of Chalice Dungeon stuff in Chalice Dungeon so that you can play more Chalice Dungeons. But nobody really likes Chalice Dungeons. For various reasons. The procedural... I guess it's not... Some of them might be procedurally generated. I don't actually know. Oh, okay, bye. Did he go back up just to fall back down? I want to say that some of them are procedurally generated. At least later. No mercy. No bell calling women. Ow. Oh! Scary! Scary! Scary damage. Yeah, I'm right. These guys just deal like an intense amount of damage. For some reason. I never thought of them dealing that much damage, but maybe I'm dumb. Maybe I'm a dumb baby idiot who doesn't know what they're talking about. Oh my gosh. Hi! They're being very difficult today. They're being very difficult today. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there's a guy hidden in the smoke there. Are you gonna come down the stairs? I would love if you came down the stairs, sir. Would you like to come down the stairs? I want to kill you. I want... Oh. That was bad. That was a bad parry. This is good. Almost. My blood tinge is so low, guys. My blood tinge is so bad. So our parries are so poor. Oh my gosh. Bonita Franklin is not a critical hitter. Does not go in for the critical hit. Unlocked! Somewhere, a door to the old labyrinth has opened. Very nice. Yeah, that's why people come to my stream, you know? That's why people come to watch. For my Borat impression. They just love my Borat impression. My Sacha Baron Cohen is untouched. It's perfect. It's unfortunate when certain things become like your vocal stim or your the thing that you focus on, right? And for me, it's a lot of it is Borat. Borat was... Oh! Dude, I was talking about cultural icon, satire piece, Borat. And you just came jumping at it. He really doesn't like Borat. Ow. Oh, that didn't hurt? I'm scared. I'm scared. I do not want to get hit by those massive scythes. Oh, yeah, that's why. Oh, boy. That was a really bad dodge on my part, kids. That was a real... Ew, I don't like seeing the stitches that's keeping his pelvis together. Gross. Gross. Gross looking boss. I know Undead Giant is not a very popular Bloodborne boss. Undead Giant is not a very popular Bloodborne boss. But I think he's fine. Yeah, and the Chalice Dungeon is full of weird enemies and monsters and bosses that you only fight in the Chalice Dungeons. There's a massive part of Bloodborne's enemy catalog that most people do not know exist or do not know how they work because they just do not appear in other parts of the game. I think that that's crazy. That's crazy to me that that's how this game works. That's a bad start. Okay. We're gonna have to focus on this guy, I think. I love his candles, though. I'm a big fan of those candles. Yeah, that's kind of a nice amount of blood echoes. We need to pop that cyst. Yeah, there we go. Ow. Might take all of our blood vials. Candles make him feel like kind of a... Yeah, doesn't it? He does kind of have some 40k because of the candles. Also, the huge knives really help with that as well. Well, not the huge knives. The huge nails is what I mean. But yes, the knives as well. No! I don't know if the big hammer is fast enough to really get any punishes in. It's damage. It's damage. I bet I could do it if I was better at the game, but we might have to go... for the Kirk sword. We might have to go for the Kirk sword. I don't know if this guy is weak to fire. I don't know if this guy is weak to fire. I don't know what he's weak to. He's very good at killing me. That's what he's good at. But what is he weak to, my friends? What is he weak to, my friends? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ba 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 ba. And very explosive start from our good friend here, the Undead Giant. No, not the Stippy Stompies! Imagine if we got hit because of the Stippy Stompies! Yeah, this makes me feel better. I don't know if it is actually better from a DPS standpoint. That's a scary move. Yeah, we already got the cyst. I don't like all the tendril bits in his rib cage. I really feel like this design must have at least somewhat inspired the troll. Or maybe they just really like this type of design for a monster. I mean, they really like empty, like, eviscerated ribcage men. Give me your head. God, we're so bad at viscerals, kids. We're so bad at viscerals. Ow. I don't like that we didn't get to rally any of that. Ooh, that would have been bad. He makes the camera go all weird. No, that's lame. He stippy stompied on us. That move is really scary. Stop stomping on us. Stop stomping on us, lovely. Let's top that off, because I think he has a move that can kill me from that amount of health. Maybe I need more health. That was greedy. That was so greedy. We were so lucky. We were so lucky, but that was greedy. I was playing a little bit too hard and fast with that. Yeah, Chalice Dungeons are also where you get all of the good, gemstones. You get all the good gemstones. Look at all the messenger hats we could get. Look at all the messenger hats we could get. Hey, lady. I want to level up. I want to level up. Look at that. 3 AR from a strength.
Farewell.
3 AR from strength. That's pretty good. Yeah, we don't have any twin bloodstone shards. Not twin. Look at that. Wow. Hey. Wow. Blunt attack up 11 point. Wow. That's pretty good. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Let's level up our blunderbuss, even though it doesn't do much. Because I like it. I do like that you pointed out he felt like a Ogren or a Servitor type character. I really liked that. That is a really cool idea, and it does indeed feel like that. I think that was apt. That was an apt comparison. We have an apt comparison in chat, everybody. Alright. Now the conceit of the Chalice Dungeon. You kill a boss, you get to go deeper. You get to go deeper. You get to go even further beyond. Very nice. Very good. This place is scary! No! 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 This place is very scary! I didn't like that! I didn't like that! NB online user only. Cannot use this item offline. Common Yarnum clothing. Well worn and damp with sweat. I don't know, man. Let's not aggro all the Bloodmen this time. There's a switch on the floor that activates the Bloodmen, and, we got jumped. We got thoroughly and very, very soundly, like, trounced by the Bloodmen. They did what they were supposed to do, and they did it well. That was, incredibly unfortunate.
Ah, there was a man in that coffin. Halloween decoration, haunted house. They pay him $7 an hour to scare people at your fair's local haunted house.
Okay, let's go upstairs. Let's go up ladders, I mean. They don't have stairs here, they have ladders. Up ladders, please. Was he gonna kick me? Hello? Was he gonna kick me? That's so frickin' rude. I really like this sword. This sword is the same as the one for Ludwig's, or the holy sword. Which is apparently, like, one of the best. I have literally never used it, but apparently it's one of the best. I made a mistake and activated the men. I made a mistake and activated the guys. It was boys' night and I walked on them. Oh, the bagman. Hello, sir. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Give me your booty. Give me your booty. This game's hard and or scary. Yeah, there's another Redman. I had to give him a warning swing. My problem is that this sword is short. This is a beautiful blade. Beautiful, gorgeous blade. Wonderful blade. Mwah! Chef's kiss. It's a long sword. It has a hilt long enough to be two-handed. It is a very short blade. Like, it's not a short blade. It's like a 2.5 foot, 3 foot blade. But it feels short. That was a scary sound. No! Is it just me, or do these guys hurt? Do these guys hit like a truck? Don't step on that circle. They will bring about the men. But we do get some blood vials. We do need some more blood vials because we've been using a ton. Woo! Are you guys respawning? Is there a bell woman? Is there a bell woman nearby? Do you hear her? Ow! Jerk. There she is! No mercy for the bell woman. There we go. Now we don't have to deal with her anymore. She has been thoroughly obliterated. No, no, no. No! Oh! Oh! Here he comes! Look at this guy! Hi, bud! No, no! Oh! Okay. Is he coming up here? He's coming up here? Okay, bye. Are you done? We're trying to get a parry on him is what we're doing right here. We're fishing. We're fishing. You know PvP. We're fishing. Look at him roll. Come on, give me that booty. Come on, your cheeks are out, brother. You're asking for it. Come here. Oh, overhead smash. Yeah, come here, brother. Yeah, that works too. We'll take the belly. Nice. Nice. Average Dark Souls protagonist, incredibly correct. Incredibly correct. I think that's how I beat Dark Souls 1 several times. That rolling is incredibly intimidating. Somewhere a door to the old labyrinth has opened. Somewhere a door has opened. Inside you will find a couple of men. They're having a brunch and are thinking of changing it into a picnic. That is when you arrive. Let's open up this door. This is the labyrinth door that is opened. Completely naked or really big stick, all you need. What is your favorite really big stick? Are you a large club, a great club, or a dragon's tooth? If you're beating Dark Souls 1. Which is the one that makes you go, yeah, this is what I want to do, brother. Our blood tinge is so bad. It's going to take so many viscerals to kill these guys. It's going to take so many viscerals to kill these guys. Especially if we get our viscerals interrupted. It might just be faster to just beat him to death. Bog standard club. That's not a really big stick, but it is a respectable stick. It is a stick that makes me go, yeah, that's a good stick. Ow. We're gonna use so many blood vials. That's okay. Maybe... Yeah, but that's a feels bad. I mean, I could always just go offline and farm up a bunch of blood vials so that we don't have to worry about it. That is something that I could do. Especially because I actually don't mind... I really don't mind farming whenever I need to. Ow! Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! I felt like I couldn't do anything about that. Like I was just gonna get hit by that, I guess. No. Come on. What am I stuck on? Hammer, man. Come on. No. I so disagree with that. Don't get stuck. Don't get stuck. You're fine, Benita. You're fine, Benita. Some off-screen mining. Yeah, I'll do some off-screen mining. Did I say mining? I meant grinding. If I said mining, I apologize for anyone who's confused about what I had intended. He's so close. I think we're just gonna... No. You need to be dead. You are giving me a frustrate. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's so many blood vials. Come on. Come on. I love him following the shot, like he's leading it up. No off-screen mining is funny. Internet joke. You said it right. What is off-screen mining? Where's the what internet? Ow. He can't shoot me if I'm standing right in front of him, right? Yeah. No, actually, yes. He can hit me with his little sensor. But you can aim the gun a little bit closer to you. Oh, he's just gonna take out a club. Oh, his gun's back out. Take out a club. Is the club gonna stay out? Or I'm gonna switch back? Yeah, the club's gonna stay out now. We're using so many blood vials. All right. That could have been better, but it could have been worse. It could have been better. It could have been worse. It could have been better. It could have been worse. I think we're gonna have to buy a bunch of blood vials, kids. I don't think we got it. I don't think we could take the level. We used like 18 in that fight alone. It's a YouTube to general Minecraft YouTube. Oh, okay, of someone who have. Oh. See, I would have taken off-screen mining at like face value. Like, oh yeah, they went and they farmed a bunch of random stuff. So it's like cheating. It's a funny reference to cheaters. It's a funny reference to people who cheat. I didn't know that. See, I don't know anything about like Minecraft. The people who were the Minecraft sphere. I don't know anything about that, but that is really funny. I think after the Chalice Dungeons, we're going to call it for tonight. And then we're going to do the Cathedral Ward. Especially, Hemswick, Charnel Lane tomorrow, I think is what it's going to be. How about that? I think that's a good idea. But after, let's complete the Chalice Dungeon before we sign off. How about that? Is there a lot of cheating scandals in the YouTube Minecraft community? Do people cheat a lot over there? Oh, that was pathetic. I wouldn't know. Oh, hey, it's one of these things. Ah! No! That and grooming seem to be the main points of interest. Oh! That seems bad. I did not know that. But, like, what else is new for the internet, I guess? Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. I didn't like getting hit by that guy, but that's okay. Let's try again, but this time we don't die. How about that? Guys, this guy has a ton of damage resistance. Oh, there was a Wandering Madness there. There's no longer a Wandering Madness there. It left. I wonder if it had just Bloodstone shards or if it would have dropped twins. Yep, very cool. Gross. Love it. Love it. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And it's dead. Big dumb dead Lumen Flower. And it dropped its Lumen Flower. Ew. Disgusting. Yay! We love cage elevators in Souls games. Very nice. Makes our life easier. So now we don't have to get shot by the cannons. You just have to get through the Lumen Men. Oh, dang it. I activated an ambush. That man's got hot juice. Hot juice ready to throw at me. Get your hot drinks. Okay, is there another trap somewhere in here? Have you guys seen the Wendy's hot drinks beverage training video? Has anyone seen the Wendy's hot drinks beverage training video? Very powerful video for very powerful individuals. This place is big and winding, and I don't know it as well as the other two prior to this, so I don't know. Yeah, good stuff. It is good stuff. If people have not seen it, look it up. It's wonderful. Look it up. It's wonderful. It's amazing. Hot drinks really get you going. Ah, this lovely pallid individual is known as a pilgrim, I believe. Very strange, very ethereal, very shepherd's crook. We're just going to leave him be for now. I think they drop a good number of blood vials, but I don't have any particular reason to kill him. Other than greed, I suppose. He's got a red hot poker! That was dangerous. Okay. I don't like that. Yeah, he had like 1 hit point left. How sad is that? He had like 1 hit point left. Very good. Unlocked. Unlocked. Somewhere a door in the old labyrinth has opened. Hi, Puppet Master. How are you? So we're doing the Chalice Dungeons right now, but after the Chalice Dungeons, we're going to be done for tonight. But I wanted to ask, have you managed to get the... We tried to refresh the Discord link. Is that working for you now? Because I tried to put up a new link for it. Dead lady. Woo! God, these guys hurt. Aww. He did something weird, which took all of our, Took all of our rally away. No, it's okay. I don't mind joining. Yeah. I just put up a new link, so I was hoping that it worked for you. And if it doesn't, we're going to have to figure out why. I don't want you to be locked out of it because of something weird. Because it just doesn't make sense to me. Because then I would truly be at a loss as to why. Get the Wandering Madness, get the Wandering Madness before anybody notice. Oh, I didn't even consider that they could drop blood gems. I thought they would always drop stone shards. I was a fool. I was a fool. Bagman. On the Bagman and the Chalice Dungeon, it's actually pretty good to fish out their enraged mode because it gives a free backstab. And the Bagmen in the Chalice Dungeons have way less health than the ones up top. So it's good to fish it out. That's where we came from. We could go do the boss right now. But I feel like there's items and stuff that I missed because I ran straight. Yeah, there's a Lumen Flower over here. I don't know. I don't want to really fight another Lumen Flower. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's guarding anything. We got the Wandering Madness that we could get. The other one escaped. There's that guy. He's vibing hard. He's following us around. Have you seen Orphan of Kos? I fought Orphan of Kos. I know Orphan of Kos. Me and him are intimate on many levels. Why? I've missed this whole stream because I slept in. That's okay. Don't be yourself. Oh. Oh. Oh dear. Look who's here who wasn't here before. So this is an interesting thing that can actually happen in Chalice Dungeons. These enemies are vampires, and they lick up large amounts of blood. Usually attracted to viscerals in the Chalice Dungeon. They can appear at random after a particularly bloody kill, if I remember correctly. So here she is, engorging herself on one of our victims. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? The natural cycles of Bloodborne are amazing. But we don't have to engage with her right now. She is not a necessary target. Not a necessary target. I'm not excited to get to Orphan of Kos because I feel like I'm going to flounder. I'm not going to do a very good job at killing him. Let's go explore on the upper level, make sure I didn't forget anything. And then let's kill the boss and call it a night, I think. And then we'll be back tomorrow. I'm thinking a similar time. I haven't cemented if I want to do earlier streams or what, because, like, I don't want people to get tired of me. Is that like a bug? I think that was a bug. You can actually use those cannons down there, and I may show that off, or I may just continue on and see what happens. This was the room we went in earlier. We cleared out this room. There was no items, I think. Was there items on the downstairs here? Or is this just the way that we went? Yeah, this is just the way we went. Oh, so I could have just gone up here instead of going up the elevator. I'm so doof. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Oh, no, I'm a doofus. There might be not anything, and we're just, like, running around for the sake of running around. Maybe I did everything I could do. Except for that one Wandering Madness who escaped. Yeah, no, I did everything I could. That was pointless. That was a long, wild goose chase. But that's okay. That's okay. We had fun exploring, and we saw a rare dungeon event. We saw a rare dungeon event. that I don't typically get to see very often. That's really exciting, though, that we actually got one to spawn. Yeah, no, and I'm worried that I'm gonna get a comment that's gonna be like, those enemies have like 100% chance to spawn after a visceral. Are you stupid? And it's gonna be like, oh, I guess I just never check the rooms after I leave. But it is cool to see one to show that off. And it's a cool mechanic. There's so much stuff in the Chalice dungeons. There's so much going on in the Chalice dungeons that you just don't get to really interact with, because the Chalice dungeons are optional content first and foremost, and second off, a lot of people just don't really care for them. Which means a lot of the optional content is locked behind tedious and annoying dungeon crawls to get to, like, the couple of things that are pretty awesome. And that can be sad. That can be really sad. This guy isn't a watchdog of the old lords, right? Like, that's not the next boss, is it? It would be bad if it was a watchdog. Spontaneous dungeon event! It's vampires. I love that! Spontaneous dungeon event. Yes, I love that. That's awesome, Inthafen. I'm smiling ear to ear at the idea of spontaneous dungeon event. I feel like it could work in a really, like, in a cutesy dungeon crawler. And especially with the, it's vampires. Okay. We talked about it before. Do you guys like your vampires monstrous, or do you like your vampires sexy? How do we like our vampires in chat? Monstrous or sexy? Just keep fishing. Just keep fishing. Just keep fishing. Eventually you'll land a parry. Just keep fishing. Yeah, there's more dungeon after you get the door open. Some of them do that. The door open doesn't always lead directly to the boss. Sometimes it leads to second or latter half of the dungeon, which I find interesting. Oh, I thought you were dead, and my hubris made it that I took unnecessary damage. Those things are mutually... Yeah, no, they aren't. And I like my vampires to start sexy and end monstrous. Like, the thirstier they get, the... So sexy is monstrous? No, that doesn't... So monstrous they're sexy? I don't know about that either. Yeah, that sounds like dark romance. That sounds like you're slipping into dark romance territory. And I don't know about that either. But I was thinking, like, do you prefer your vampires to be on the, like, their overtly sexy side? Kind of like Twilight Cullen family? Or do you prefer your vampires to be on the overtly monstrous side? Like Blade or, I Am Legend. It's vampires in I Am Legend, right? I think it's supposed to be a zombie movie, but they don't act like zombies. I don't know. Maybe I'm making a fool of myself by mentioning I Am Legend, but... No guns. We have a fierce no guns policy for you. For me, guns are God-given right. But for you, you're not supposed to have them. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Oh! There was a really good... I remember seeing on Reddit someone did a design that made the Vampire Lord form from Skyrim more like Molag Bal's depicted Daedric form, and also, like, a lot hungrier. So it was like this emaciated lizard monster creature, and I was like, that's sexy. That's a good monster. That's a good monster. They should have that design. I don't really like the base Vampire Lord form. I don't know why it's green. Why is the vampire green? I've never seen that movie. Which one is that? It's the one with Will Smith, and he's walking at the end of the world with his dog. And whatever Vlad von Karstein is Vlad von Karstein is a good example. He is one, like, the quintessential vampire. But he is heavily based off of, I just activated a trap. Do you see that? I think it's so funny that you can break those traps. He is, like, the quintessential vampire. And he's a really good example of, like, monstrous yet sexy. Which is kind of how a Dracula was described in Bram Stoker's original novel, right? He's like, he draws you in. He's charismatic and charming. I was about to say charismatic and charming. He is charismatic and charming, but he is fundamentally really scary, right? Like, he is a beast, and you can tell, but at the same time, you can't help but be transfixed by him. And that's really interesting to me. So I think, yes, the quintessential vampire is supposed to be both sexy and monstrous. But they can also, you know, lean more monstrous versus more sexy. And I was wondering which one you preferred, is basically the question I am asking. Is this room empty? Am I dumb? Did I get lost? Did I get lost? Do I have no clue where I'm to go? Bagman. Man with the bag man. I should go the way... Oh, yep, here we are. There's a vampire game that separates vampires into one version that's sexy to lure people and one version that's monstrous and more powerful. Yeah, I know that Masquerade's Bloodlines... Like, the World of Darkness, I should say, not just the Vampire the Masquerade game. But the World of Darkness separates vampires into separate bloodlines that have different powers based off of what bloodline they are, with some being more charming and sexy and others being more monstrous and terrifying. And Warhammer Fantasy actually does that as well. The Von Karstein bloodline is different from the Lamia bloodline, which is different from so on and so forth. Blood dragons and the like. But, like, I don't know. Yeah, it is a watchdog of the old lords. That sucks. This anime sucks. And it's that move why. That move sucks. This enemy sucks. We're gonna be stuck on this guy for a little bit. I don't actually remember all the bloodlines from Vampire the Masquerade. I just picked a Toreador. I picked a Toreador en garde. I think it's so funny because I had to sing that song in college as one of my performance pieces. But I think what it's most known for and remembered now is not the fact that it's from like an opera. It's remembered because it was in FNAF. It's a FNAF song. Yeah, Firesif. What makes the watchdog different? This dog sucks. It has really, 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 really fast moves. And really awkward to dodge moves. And it doesn't act like other beasts. It has a lot of fire resistance. It's got a lot of stuff that makes it unfun to fight. So you'll see it from the way it's fast, it does a lot of damage, it has weird moves to dodge, and it doesn't take a lot of damage because it's like that. That charge in particular is really bad. Yep, see, that move is so freaking weird to dodge. And it took over half my health in a single hit. Big charge. Yeah. And the music is so dramatic. That's just a me problem, but it is really over the top. Oh, it's gonna vomit. Gross. It does also turn the arena into, like... It can do that. It can do that. This is, I bet, very educational. I'm explaining perfectly what this, but basically it just does a lot of damage. And it has moves that are hard to dodge. And it can cover a lot of the arena in fire. There's not a lot of ways to stop it from dealing the damage it wants to do. You have to play so carefully against it. Which Bloodborne is like, you know, it's meant to be fast aggression game. But this boss feels more like a Dark Souls boss where you're playing on his rhythm and not playing on your own, which Bloodborne really encourages, like aggression, over the top attacks, getting in close. But this guy punishes that hard. Yep. If you don't have moves that can... Yep, I got too close to the fire. I broke his arm, though. This guy is closer to the Pontiff Sullivan beasts than Sif. That's for sure. Ow. I thought that was a different move. I'm pretty sure those fire waves can hurt. Yeah, see? Okay. No, I didn't want to do a transformation attack. I didn't want to do a transformation attack. It's very costly to make mistakes against this beast. And this beast encourages mistakes. And I just want to hit it until it dies, and it doesn't let you do that. Which is sad. I don't even know if you can get, like, a good visceral on it. No. Yeah, you fall down there. I don't want to deal with you. We could summon Prospector Oleg, but summoning the Prospector requires our insight, and if we die while it's there, then it's just wasted insight. It's just wasted insight. Okay, let's go again. Yeah, look at that. Okay. It's just spamming the charge. Yep, see? That fire does damage. Very big head on this beast. You would think that hitting in the head would do more damage, but no, not true. That's what the design seems... Well, I guess it is a pretty hard-looking head. It looks very bony. Like it's wearing a helmet. Okay, let me get close, bud. Dang it, this sword's stubby range is hurting me again. I want to break. I want to break. Get broke. Yeah, see, that move does so much damage. That move does so much damage. Oh, man. I think they need to take this big boy back to the drawing board. Give him a couple more minutes in the oven. He's coming out hot, but he's not coming out ready. He is a beast, so he is weak to serrated. So we could try using the saw cleaver on him over, or the saw spear on him over the Kirk hammer. So we might try that. I don't know if he's actually weak to arcane, because he is fire. He's not weak to fire like most beasts are. Most beasts are weak to fire, but I would be very surprised if this guy was weak to fire. Come on. No! Oh, that was so close. I want to get in. It's not great damage. That's one of the best moves to get in on, honestly. If he starts vomiting, that's a really good move to get in on. I feel like we've only ever broke the right front leg. I want to know why that is. Come on. Let me get in. That move can, like, instant kill. Which I know is not surprising for this guy. Can we break his back legs? Or does it take so much effort that it... Like, can you only break his front legs? I feel like you can break his... Right? Like, that would make sense. Yep, spamming the charge. Come on, vomit. Vomit. Do a good old vomit. I want to see you vomit. I want to see you vomit. Come on. What are you going to do? Okay. Big charge. No, I hate that move. Don't do it again. Okay. Ow. That move looks like a different one. Come on, get up. That move looks like a different one, so I try to dodge it like it's another move, and it's not. I think it's that one. Oh my gosh. No! Oh, come on. Like, I want to be able to hit him. It would be awesome if I could actually get in and hit him. But I feel like, again, it doesn't feel like a Bloodborne boss. Right? I think that, and well, it's like, oh, what does that even mean? It's just like, the boss does not reward aggressive play. The boss does not allow you to get in close and hit him. The boss is very slow and very punishing. So it feels like a Dark Souls boss. But in Dark Souls, you have way better defensive tools to deal with an enemy that you're playing on their rhythm. Right? In Bloodborne, you don't have those defensive tools. So you're stuck playing on his rhythm without any of your own tools, trying to fish out hits that do very little damage, because Bloodborne, again, you don't do a ton of damage in a single hit. You do a ton of damage over, like, 6 or 7 hits very quickly. And he doesn't let you do that. So it's a very slow fight that punishes mistakes a little too harshly, in my opinion. Yeah, the right limb just breaks faster, I think. So, like, yeah, when you're allowed to hit him, like, look how much damage I could do when I was allowed to actually fight him. Like, when he does the magma vomit move, suddenly it's like, oh, I can get in there and hurt him. Yep. It's not worth trading with him, too, because he'll just kill you. Like, I want to get in close. Let me get in close. That's what you want. Yeah, but then... punished for too aggressive. Come on. Ow, that move gets me every time. Come on. Do your vomiting again.
The camera.
Oh, come on. My weapons are so short. My weapons are so small. Come on. Let's see what we got. That was a bad dodge on my part. And I die because his whole body is a hitbox. By the way, there's one later that will one-shot you no matter how much health percentage you have. There is one later in the Chalice. This is why people don't like the Chalice dungeons. Is because of stuff like this. It's like, yeah, there are tons of enemies that are really interesting. And it sucks that they're not in the base game. And then there are a ton of enemies where you're like, oh, that's why this one wasn't in the base game. You're like, oh, that's, oh, okay. The Monkey's Paw, Bloodborne can't get at it, but it's exclusively Chalice Dungeon bosses. There are some that would be really cool. There would be some that are really cool, but this guy... Actually, he probably wouldn't be that bad in Night Rain. He would not be that bad in Elden Ring. Because there are ways to deal with this guy in Elden Ring. It's just not true in Bloodborne. I want him to, like... Because he sucks to fight, I want him to be a glass cannon. He is not a glass cannon. He is quite resistant to damage. And he... has a lot of health. I want him to be weaker than he is. I don't know if it's maybe I'm just at him at a bad time. I don't know where it's safe to be near him. Oh, that's a head break, though. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have never seen him do that. What is that? Is that his move when he... This boss was the first night boss, except he also has 2 Aldrich dogs! Holy bejesus, you hate your players. Okay, that was close. Come on. We did break his head, which is pretty awesome. That move, we finally managed to dodge it. No, I hate that move. Do vomit. I want to see you vomit. How awesome would it be if he vomited right now, chat? He does the charge if you're behind him. Hate that move. No, I so thought I dodged that right. I'm very glad he didn't kill me with the follow-up. Obviously I didn't, but I thought I did. Ooh! Come on. You're making me nervous, man. I feel like you're getting faster. Like, or maybe more aggressive. I don't know. I want to hit him after that, but there's really not a good opportunity to do it. Okay. This song is also, like, very loopy. Like, it just loops quickly, is what I mean by that. Yes. No! I want to hit him. Why can't I hit him? Golly. Oh! I didn't realize that's what he was doing. Okay. Did that touch the entire arena? Second phase now, I guess. That's so lame! Song change, though. That's pretty awesome. This is going to be stuck in your heads later, isn't it? I wish I could hit him. I wish he was letting me hit him. Listen, I don't want to, but it's getting out of hand. He's gonna blow up again. That's such a big move. That's such a big move. I don't like how many AoEs you have, sir. How do I get close to you? How do I get close to you? I just don't feel safe around you. I bet maybe you could get in on that move. Oh, God. Please let me hit you at least once. Oh, it feels so unsafe to try to hit you. Nope. Okay, he's gonna blow up. Yep. Okay. It's like the only time we can hit him. Blowing up. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. Come on, I want to get a hit in after that. I want to get a hit in. Hit. 2 hits. 2 hits after that. Don't. I think he's dead. I think he's dead. Oh, thank the gods. Hey! Fire Blood Gemstone. And the first Chalice dungeon conquered. Very exciting, everybody. Wow, what a boss. And he drops a grand total of around 2,600 souls, which is not enough for me to level up at this point. So don't tell me that I'm not leveled enough to fight him, okay? They obviously don't intend for you. Yeah, I hope there's no worse versions, but yeah, that's the entirety of the first Thumero Chalice completed. Isn't that neat? Isn't that neat? So you can actually do... And we get the Tomb Prospector set if we want to spend 36,000 souls on it. 36,000 blood echoes. I apologize. Woohoo! But that means that is probably going to be the last thing I do tonight. That is we beat the last guy. We killed the last boss ever. And we will never have to play this video game again. That is, yeah. I'm tired. Bedtime now. Dog is dead. Is time. It is indeed time. Thank you everybody for coming in to watch. I hope you had a good time. We almost ran out of blood vials in that, but I know that I always do. Thank you so much for coming in to watch. Let me see if I can